So I debated whether or not I should do this list before or after I saw Les Mis and Zero Dark 30, but I won't be able to see Zero Dark 30 till next year, and I don't think Les Mis would make my top 10 favorite of the year.
Oh, yeah!
Picking a favorite this year was so difficult because I could do top 20 of the year easily, because I mean, there were so many good movies. And so I had to leave off 6 or 7 movies that I really wanted to put in my top 10. So these are the honorable mentions. Cabin in the Woods. I could not find a way to put it in my top 10, and even though I really wanted to. The Avengers. I'm sorry, it had to stay out. I just, for some reason, liked the other movies more. The Avengers was a great movie, loved it, had a ton of fun. One of my favorite experiences in the theater of the year, but just had to leave it off my top 10 favorite. End of Watch, which I really loved. Dread 3D, I really liked that movie. Moonrise Kingdom had to stay off, and Wreck-It Ralph. Those are the ones. Oh, and Skyfall. Sorry, Skyfall had to stay off too. So that's some great movies right there. Last year, all of those would have been in my top 10 probably. But not this year, because there are some great movies, so let's get started. Number 10. This movie going into the year I thought was going to be my favorite without a doubt, and that is The Hobbit. Now, The Hobbit, the first time I saw it, if you watch my review, which is right there, I didn't like the movie at all the first time I saw it. I really didn't. I saw it in 24 frames a second both times, but then the second time I saw it, I really liked it. Okay, the first time I was like, yeah, I didn't like it. It wasn't Lord of the Rings again. Lord of the Rings being my all-time favorite movie. That's a high standard to set. Hobbit didn't quite reach that standard, but for what it was, it made my top 10 favorite of the year. Now at number 10. Number 9. Now number 9 is the movie that I think could definitely win 6 or 7 Academy Awards, and that is Argo. Argo is the Ben Affleck movie that pretty much stunned everybody because it was so good, and it's going to be one of the frontrunners for a lot of categories for the Academy Awards. It is a great movie, true story too, which made it even better, and I just really like that movie. He is really becoming a great director, Ben Affleck, with The Town and now Argo, so definitely go check out Argo. It's at number 9. Number 8. Now number 8, I know Jeremy Jahns had it a lot higher, and a lot of other people had it a lot higher, but for some reason, I've only seen it once, so I don't know why I haven't seen it more than that, but that is Looper. I loved Looper a lot. The way that they made time travel seem realistic, it didn't make you think about, okay, that wouldn't really happen, because they tell you that in the movie. They say, don't think about time travel. So you're like, okay, I won't think about time travel. But I liked Looper, but I didn't quite love it so much that it was in my top 5, so that's at number 8. Number 7. Now, number 7 makes sense it's number 7 because that is 7 Psychopaths. I have not seen 7 Psychopaths on anybody's top 10 list of the year, and I'm surprised because I really, really enjoyed 7 Psychopaths. It was surprisingly funny. I thought it was very entertaining. I liked all the acting. The humor was great, and the way that the story was written was unique because he's like making a movie inside, or he's writing a screenplay in the movie, and he can't figure it out. And I just thought it was cool how it was like a movie inside of a movie almost, So that's why it's at number 7. Number 6. I wanted to put this in my top 5, and I just couldn't. It was so hard to get it in the top 5, and that is Lincoln. Daniel Day-Lewis kills it again. If you've ever seen There Will Be Blood, you know that Daniel Day-Lewis can act. And then he comes in and does Abraham Lincoln. You would never know it's the same actor. He is definitely the front runner right now for Best Lead Actor. If he doesn't win, whoever beats him better be good. And so far I haven't seen anybody this year that should beat that. So, yeah, check out Lincoln. It's an epic masterpiece by Spielberg. Watch it. It's great. Now, my top 5. There were some issues with this top 5 list that, man, I'm telling you, it is hard to pick a top 5 out of these 5. Or top 1 out of these 5. So, here we go. Number 5. Number 5 is, in my opinion, the best comedy of the year. And people have overlooked it because of Ted. But that is 21 Jump Street. Now, 21 Jump Street, I thought was hilarious. I don't know why. I just loved it to death. I mean, I've seen that movie like 5 or 6 times. And for some reason, I think Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill had like perfect chemistry together. They were just dorky, funny. So nobody has this one in their top 10 favorite movies of the year either, but not many comedies have made people's top 10 this year because there have been so many good dramas and other kind of movies. But I had to put 21 Jump Street in my top 5 favorite of the year. So, yeah, it's there. Number 4. Now, number 4 a lot of people don't put on their list because it actually came out in 2011, but it didn't release in the United States until 2012, and that is The Raid Redemption. I loved The Raid Redemption. It's actually my most watched review for some reason. I don't know why, but it is a great martial arts movie, and the action in it is just awesome. It's set in Indonesia. I got that wrong in my review, so I'm correcting it now. Indonesia, and the martial arts is just fantastic. I can't get over it. And so, quality of movie? No, it's not my top 10 best movie, but favorite? Yeah, it's at number 4. Number 3. Now, number 3, a lot of my friends think it should be number 1, and a lot of people have it at number 1, and that is The Dark Knight Rises. I was a huge fan of The Dark Knight Rises, but I think I didn't like it as much because I loved The Dark Knight more. And I couldn't put it ahead of these next two for some reason. And, well, for some reason, obviously, because I just didn't want to. But I loved the movie. It's at number 3 on my list. But there were some flaws in the movie. And that made me go, man, really? Dang it. Why? Why did there have to be those big issues? But that's another story. So that's at number 3. Now, number 2 and number 1 are very flippity-floppity. But this is the way it goes. Number 2. Number 2 was the most surprising movie that I liked this year, without a doubt. I thought I would not like this movie that much. I thought it was going to be the next Avatar, and that is Life of Pi. You know, Life of Pi is the story of that kid on the boat with the tiger, and the visuals in this movie alone make me like this movie so much. I get goosebumps thinking about the visuals every time. Visuals are stunning. It's a great movie. I mean, it is just gripping. It'll be up for Best Picture and some other Academy Awards. I don't know if it should really win any of them now, because I've seen some other movies that should probably beat it. But it is a great movie, and for some reason I loved it. I will definitely be buying this one in 3D, and I'll probably buy a 3D TV just for this movie. Not really, but you know. It was great. Loved the movie, and so it's at number 2. Yeah. Number 1. Now, number 1 is Django Unchained. If you saw my review, which I posted today, like a couple hours ago, I loved Django to death. I tried not to give it away that it would be number 1 on my list, but it is, and I mean, it was just so good. I loved it, and it was virtually flawless because it's a Tarantino movie, so everything that's dorky in it, he purposely means it's dorky. Unlike Nolan in The Dark Knight Rises, anything that was dorky in that, Nolan's not a dorky kind of director, but Tarantino has this dorky side to him. So if somebody gets shot with a shotgun, they go blowing through a wall, like, that's Tarantino, that's okay, you know? So I love the movie. It's definitely the most hardcore out of all the movies on my list. So that's my favorite movie of the year so far is Django Unchained. Check out my review for that. I just posted it. I hope you liked my list. I'm sure it's a lot different than a lot of people's. They're going to have the Avengers in the top 5, if not number 1. They're going to have Cabin in the Woods up there. There's a couple others, Skyfall, but I had to leave those out, unfortunately. So this is what I got. 10 favorite movies of the year. I will be coming out with the 10 best movies of the year. Come around the Oscar times for the Academy Awards. I'll come out with my Best Picture winners and down the list. So look forward to that. And that one will have Zero Dark 30 on it and Les Mis, I'm sure. Thanks for watching this review. And my worst of the year list will be coming, but it'll probably be only 5 movies because I've only seen 5 bad movies this year. Because when you're buying your own movie ticket, you don't go to see a bad movie that you know is going to be bad. So I've really only seen 5 that I was very disappointed with. So it's just going to be 5 bottom movies of the year. And so look forward to that. That'll probably be in the next couple days maybe. Please subscribe below to get all my other reviews. And also the links to all my other reviews are on my page, on my channel. So check those out. And until next time, peace.